lot of you guys want to fight me because a lot of you guys are so emotionally vested, okay? You're so blinded by the glitz and the glamour. That's black people for you. That's how black people have always been. You are so distracted. You're so enamored with the whole idea of young Pharaoh or Pharaoh at 10. You're so consumed by the person that has very well deceived you that you guys refuse to see the bigger picture. What do I always talk about? See the bigger picture, see the bigger picture. It's very ironic. The guy who is now saying to Tasha K that he was abducted by aliens, right? So when we talk about aliens, we're talking about outworldly, out of this world. We're talking interstellar. We're talking unidentified spacecraft. We're talking ancient technology. We're talking about building the pyramids. We are talking prior to 15,000 BCE. 15,000 BCE. We're talking about here, guys, a time where supposedly, right, these pharaohs, again, we're talking about these pharaohs, they literally walked, or as we would put it now, they literally traveled the stars. So yes, a person said to me this morning, somebody said, well, the library was in Africa. The YouTube scholar about the unknown scholar, destroys young Pharaoh's teachings, pseudo teachings. That's the name of the video. Go to the video. I was rushing. I was picking my daughter up. I don't want to be late for my baby girl because she'll get upset. She'll chew me out. So, I saw what the guy was saying and I wanted to put an end to it right then and there. It's not even a video that I even put any thoughts to. I just know from what I've learned from my 20 years, right? Not to sound cocky or anything, not to sound arrogant, but 20 years ago, I'm sure your God, your creator God, Pharaoh Akhenaten, was still in his infancy. He was still in his infancy when I was out there doing the research. So you guys got to stop being emotional. You guys got to stop, like my boy Serious Soul was saying just the other night, stop falling in love with the character. You guys do this character thing. Like, you guys are in love, the character worship. So Serious Soul was saying. It's true. It's true with you guys. You guys, man. So anyway, back to the point. The person was saying that, okay, well, you're saying the library had long been gone. The library was not, was no longer there once the Greeks got there, once the Macedonians got there, once the Hyksos, these groups and these groups. How else can I make this clear for you guys? It wasn't even about Africa at that point. What is so hard to understand about that? We ran the world for more than 1,000 years, possibly 2,000 years, or even more. But I was trying to get you guys to understand that everything back then was bigger than Africa. They sold you Africa because they didn't want you to know about the Americas. They didn't want you to know about Asia. Why the hell do you guys think we went into Europe and we occupied Europe for 800 years? I mean, who taught you guys? I mean, I understand that the oppressors taught you guys, but when we say you have to unlearn everything you've learned, you really gonna have to. You owned. I also said in the video that We ruled this entire planet. It wasn't just Egypt. Egypt was kind of like the center of it all. Egypt was like ancient Egypt, that is, was the headquarters of the entire empire. It was where we set our kingdom to rule the planet. Look at the alignment, people. It was just a means of transportation. It was a means to control the galaxy on this side of things. Earth was just merely a station. Africa was just a reference point, man. You guys is gonna think only about Africa, people. Start putting together the clues. Start connecting the dots. Start finally in 2021 to put the picture together, the bigger picture, that is, you did not just have Africa. You are not just Africans. I keep telling you, knuckleheads, Africa wasn't called Africa until recently. There was no such thing as a pharaoh until recently. They just went to the Valley of the Kings and realized it was just a bunch of queens. And they came up with the name Pharaoh. The pharaohs did not go around calling themselves pharaohs, people. So you just want Africa? Fine, Africa is yours. So now what? What about the stars? What about the galaxy? What about the cosmos? We were studying cosmology. How do you think the priests of Amun knew about the coming of Akhenaten? Why did they decree every firstborn child of each Egyptian family had to die? Because they were trying to stop Akhenaten from what he came to do, what he proclaimed. Why do you think the priests of Amun went underground and left with the information? Like Desmond Tutu said, they came to Africa, they gave us the Bible, and they stole the land. That's what's happening to you guys again. We're going to hand you Africa, and we'll take the entire fucking thing. That's what we're going to do. Because you guys refuse to wake the fuck up, and you guys keep being bamboozled. You guys keep being tricked. Black people, you just love being tricked, bro, on every front. On every front. You in Africa? Fine. Here it is. Take Africa and call your fucking selves Africans, and then that's all there is. That's your piece of the pie that you want, okay? You want just that one slice? Take the fucking slice. I'm trying to give you a whole fucking pizza pie. Matter of fact, I'm trying to give you the whole fucking pizzeria. But you say, here, you know what? Just give me a slice. You're the type of people that would rather ask for a fucking fish when I'm trying to give you the whole fish pole, the net, and the ocean with all the fish in it. I said, here, go fish. But you said, no, I just want me a fish. You people are insane. So I'm not going to fight you because it's not worth it. Okay? It depends on where your mind is willing to go. That's what this whole argument is about. It's a battle for not just the heart, but for the minds of our people, literally. It's for the minds. Even in Botswana, the Botswanans would tell you that the information went dark. We went dark, people. Literally speaking, we went dark. The ones who knew the information, the ones the information were passed down to and from the Amun priest all the way across Africa into the new kingdom. That's right. Why you guys never talk about the new kingdom? The Moshedi tribe said they saw what was going around across the continent, especially in the Gold Coast. The Moshedi tribe, they knew what was happening. They saw it happen before. They saw it happening all around them. They went underground. It was no longer public information. That shit went underground, and they started an oral tradition which lasted for at least another 3,000 years, and even to this day. And then when you wanted to get out of Africa, they told you there was nothing else to see. There was nothing else for you. And what was happening in 1490? The fucking Portuguese all of a sudden got up and started making maps. Maps all over the place. They found the information, or it was sold to them, right? They dug it up, and then they said, okay, this is where we're going. And then by the Moors who sold us out, the Moors gave the information to the Portuguese, to the Spaniards. Columbus, there was never a guy named Christopher Columbus. Dr. John Henry Clark would tell you this. There was no such thing as a Columbus. Columbus was a title. It was an admiralty title. That's what Columbus was. What's a Colombo? A Colombo is a bird, is a messenger bird, is a pigeon that you guys see them old medieval movies. They used to put the message, the little note, and then they wrapped it, and then they clipped it, attached it to the little leg of the bird, of the pigeon. A dove, to be exact. That's a Colombo, translated into colon. A colon is a bird, the bird that sends messages. They would attach it to the bird, and the bird would fly off, and then the person on the other end, the bird would land on their arms and shit, and they would just retrieve the message. That's what happened. Going underground, person to person, it became an oral tradition. That's Columbus right there. That was Columbus's mission. Columbus was in a secret order. Columbus's job, not the person, the messenger, right? And what is Christophe? Christophe means Christ, the christened messenger. I'm not gonna fuck with y'all people no more, man. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm gonna let y'all. I didn't think that video would get so many views, and I was excited about it. I was excited. I was like, good. The information is going out. That means people still want this research. People still want the real information. People still want the truth. But a lot of you guys, man, a lot of you guys won't knock it off. You guys want to keep, I don't want to say it because I don't want to perverse this video. I was going to say something that was not very nice, but I'm just going to say this. You guys think what you want to think. Your brain is yours, right? I don't have to be mentally enslaved. You guys want to remain mentally enslaved going into 2022? That's you. That's not me. I've never been this way. I'm an Aquarius first and foremost. Ever since childhood, even when I was into the church, I always wanted to know. My pastor kept telling me, who cares? Who cares? We're going to be happy in the Lord. We're going to be happy in Jesus. And that was enough for me. I said, what about the mysteries? What about the hidden stuff? What about the other stuff that they kept from us? I used to ask my pastor this, 13, 14 years old. And he always brushed me off like, dude, don't worry about it. Forget the mysteries. Forget all that other stuff. We're just going to be happy in the Lord. And I said, no, I need to know all of this. I've always wanted to know. So you guys want to stay with the little bits and pieces that they gave you. You guys want to stay with the crumbs. I'm telling you, I want the whole fucking pie. I want everything that the Creator gave to us as his legacy for us to have. I just wanted to clarify this. People writing me talking about really, really dumb shit. Shit that I covered in the video. I know the audio wasn't too clear, fine. But you can ask me questions pertaining to the conversation. Don't make points that was not even raised in the initial conversation. Don't throw little shit at me saying, "Oh, but it started in Africa," or come on, man. Are you people really gonna do this to yourselves? So this is what I get for opening you up. This is what I get for enlightening you. You guys are bitter that your guy, I have proven once and for all that your guy Marshall Daniels, young Pharaoh, Nation, like, he's been debunked. And again, going back to my original point, this is the guy who's now spewing this whole ideology about space aliens. He was abducted by space aliens. To end this video, I must say real quick, Marshall, you were not abducted by space aliens, buddy. There's no such thing as little green men flying around in metal ships, okay, buddy? All right. The next video I'm working on, I will address your specific claims in the Tasha K video. So you guys stay tuned for that. Look out for that. I'm here to give you guys the truth, whether you want to accept it or not. That's been my mission. That's been my mission in life. All right. I would not travel 2, 3, 4, 5 light years away. All right. Possibly 1,000 years into the future and come back over here on this side in a metal fucking ship. It doesn't happen. Whoever kidnapped your boy, young Pharaoh, was from the government. Probably Marshall Daniels was probably a Montauk boy, right? He's from upstate, okay? You guys don't want to make the connections. I'm trying to help y'all, but go ahead. Just stay in the dark and remain stupid. Remain blind, okay? Your boy Marshall was probably a Philadelphia experiment. They probably had him in these tunnels in these like spaceships looking thing, because we have the technology, and they put microchips in him and they send them back to the community. I have so many ways to decipher this Pharaoh guy. You guys don't want to get it with me, man. You guys don't want to start with me, man. But I think I've said enough already. Again, believe what y'all want to believe. Africa wasn't the only thing. Africa was just a starting point. Africa was just a center of the new civilization, because I'm telling you, what America is now is what ancient Egypt used to be, is what the civilizations on Mars used to be, is what the civilizations on Sirius used to be. Need I go on? I'm trying to put you guys onto game, but those of you who are still in love with Pharaoh, who love him and worship him by any means, that you guys are gonna keep saying stupid stuff to me, and you're gonna keep getting angrier and angrier. You're gonna keep getting more frustrated, because I'm here about the research. I'm here about the information. I'm here about freeing my people. All right. A lot of you are just minions anyway. A lot of you are just sheep. A lot of y'all don't really have a mind of your own. A lot of y'all are what I call the Borg collective, you know, what they call the hive mind. You guys can think for yourselves. Like the guy on top of the pyramid will say ah, and then you guys will say ah. You're not going to think of saying be, se, de. You're not going to be able to say the whole thing. Then he's going to have to say be to you. Then you say be, and then you guys will go ba. It did not last 20 seconds. Happy Freda. Love y'all. Peace. Even if you guys come at me wrong, but I'm not going to accept no disrespect. Even when you guys come at me wrong, I'm still going to love y'all, because you're part of my family. You're part of my tribe. And I will always love you guys, whether you rebel against me or not. I'm not Akhenaten. I'm not going to kill you or put you to death or put you in a dungeon just because you disagree with my so-called religious and spiritual beliefs. Akhenaten did that. He put everybody to death. He would starve people out until they accepted the cult of Aten, until they accepted that Aten was the one true God, until they rejected Amun, who had been their God for thousands and thousands of years. But I could not enforce the entire world to take on Aten worship. That's why in that same video that I use to put on the clip, in the beginning of the clip, he was saying something about Aten worship. Oh, you gotta start worshiping Aten. Says who, motherfucker? Get out of here. Love you guys. Peace.
I'm lying.
You're lying.
That's the problem. I'm aware of something you're not. We're gonna see though.
What's up with your tongue? Why you always doing your tongue like this?
I don't know, part of my personality. I like to flick my tongue out. Part of my swag, part of my micro expressions. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm aware of something on the I'm aware of shit.
So tell me what happened when you were abducted before we move on.
I told your story like 5 times already.
Okay, I haven't heard this particular story.
Okay,
I'm sure my viewers haven't heard it.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay, tell me.
I was on a table and my body was on the table.
Okay.
And I was on a ship and it was all metal like a spoon. And I was looking down on my body, and my body was like chest down. I was looking at the back of my head, and there was some beings operating on my 33rd vertebrae, and it felt like it felt like when you take 2 wires and you touch them, and they kept going like that with my nerve. I don't know what it was. Don't have me get the line. but it was right here. And it was, I could look all around me, but I couldn't look to the right. It was a being right here to the right. But it didn't look like me or you. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Okay.
But it was whatever it was a masculine being. And it was talking to me telepathically. And it told me it was the captain of the ship. This is a true ass story. And it told me it was the captain of the ship. And I asked the being, like, it wouldn't identify itself though. When I asked specific questions like, where you from? It didn't answer. And I asked him, like, what you doing? Like, what are you doing to my body? And it was like, we fixing you. And the being asked me for my permission. I gave it my permission. And then it kept touching, it kept going like this with my spine. And I kept feeling my pain increase. And I remember I was just gritting my teeth like, Ugh. And it was, they say they were strengthening my nervous system so that I could channel. And I believe that, because I do channel. But it was clicking me like this. And I remember the pain was increasing and the being kept communicating with me like, are you okay? Can we keep going? I kept saying, yeah, I could take it. And I was trying to be tough and take the pain. I remember the pain got so excruciating, I just came back to my body and it brought me back.
That's a lie. That's a lie.